of all, congratulations to those distinguished members on the dais who fought for a separate state. And I think all of us, many of us were only watching. I think we should all give a big clap for them. A separate state formation is a political development, and obviously politics come first before economics and social benefits. So there's nothing wrong in that. We got freedom in 1947, and everybody, Mahatma Gandhi leadership, we fought for freedom because we thought we have a nation of free people, a lot of good things will happen. A lot of good things have happened, a lot more is yet to happen. So therefore, the struggle for Telangana, I would say that first phase of political victory has been achieved. So everybody can be happy about it, and it has taken a few years, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. But the second aspect of developing Telangana into a state where there are no poor people, into a state where there is no hungry person, into a state where everybody is educated, into a state where everybody is provided with good health benefits. I think a long way to go to work on this. So Telangana as a state, a number of problems are there which will be addressed one by one. Today's topic was specifically with respect to industrial development in Telangana, and more specifically with respect to what is the impact of the neighboring state being granted special status. First of all, to change any state of affairs, we must first understand what is the current status, however unpleasant it may be. The unpleasant truth is that Telangana is not an industrially developed state. Let us all understand that. If you go out of Hyderabad, there is nothing in Telangana. You go to Karimnagar, you go to Warangal, you go to Mahabubnagar, there are no industries. There are some industries, but not doing well, either sick or moribund. So therefore, a lot of work is to be done to make this state into industrialized state. To make it an industrialized state, you can work on two planks. One is manufacturing, and other is services, and third could be mining. Now, in Hyderabad, on the services area, thanks to various software industries, we have made a significant amount of progress. Now, a lot of software people export. Now, I don't know how much of export income comes to the state. Maybe not. So nothing comes to the state, for that matter, for anybody. Export, there is no taxation, and there is now, little bit goes to the government of India, and otherwise it provides employment, it provides foreign exchange, so a lot of benefits to go with that services sector. So in Hyderabad, if you look at it, there is services, which is significant, which is good. There is pharma sector, there is cement sector, based on raw material availability. Now, an industrially backward state like Andhra Pradesh, we want to do more, we want to develop industrially, and this division has happened. Now, division has happened, it has led to a number of problems, like people say we power hungry, power shortage in Telangana. The people say that irrigation also could be a problem. There are a number of problems in social indices. In many respects, Telangana is behind Andhra. That's a fact. In education, in child mortality, various social indices. Okay, we'll work that out. The problem is, we must also realize one fact that most of the industries in Andhra, industrialization has happened with a lot of businessmen from Andhra region. Let's understand that. The number of businessmen from Telangana region are very few. You can count them on your fingertips. Big businessmen, small businessmen there are. So therefore, if that is the state of affairs, what is going to be the impact of this division? There could be migration. A lot of sales tax is being collected in Hyderabad. That's why we are saying that Hyderabad is surplus, Telangana is surplus. Now, if many of these companies shift their head office to Vijayawada and start taking payment there of sales tax, then what really happens, where the surplus may vanish also. So somebody has to make a calculation that the surplus really generate out of the wealth created here, or merely because sales tax is paid and the head office can be anywhere. And a company can be located in Hyderabad factory, but he can have head office in Vijayawada, and therefore he will pay taxes there. So then what happens? So I think we need to do a lot of work, but it is not very intelligence required to realize that number of people will shift. And when you have a special status, a lot more will shift. And who will set up new industries in Telangana if you don't have special status? Because there is no advantage. You get benefit of excise duty, which is 12%, benefit of sales tax benefit, which is say 4%, benefit of income tax, which may be 3%. So I did some rough back of the envelope calculation, including subsidy. The benefit may come to between 10 and 15% of sales. No force on earth, no government can give you 10 to 15% of sales. And that means, very backward state like Mizoram or Nagaland or something, nobody wants to go there. You have given special benefits. But when you give special benefits to a state like Andhra, then what happens here? It doesn't take too much intelligence to realize that nobody will set up an industry here. I'm from Telangana. Believe me, after this announcement came, I sent a mail to our managing director of one of our companies saying that the next unit we were wanting to set up in Gujarat. I said, why Gujarat? Why not Andhra? All the benefits are there, excise duty, sales tax, and income tax. It's an enormous benefit, 10 to 15%. And service tax. So therefore, I think not to realize this is a political solution. I think the leaders here, they have to fight for it. If you don't fight for it, the manufacturing, industrial development of Telangana, you can forget about it. So you have to do everything possible. So Dr. Vivek, Gita Reddy Garu, Kodandaram Garu, you won a political battle, but the economic battle is yet to be won. And that you have to work it out. We are very happy that our brothers and sisters in Andhra are having benefits. They need to have benefits because not much of industrial development has happened in Andhra also, excepting Sri City or something which is closer to Madras. Therefore, let them have the benefits, but we should have, this state should have equal benefits, and that's for, it's a political solution. So I request the politicians to take up this issue very seriously, and maybe this is second struggle. Developing industry, developing manufacturing is a long-term solution. We tried a lot to make it a auto hub in Andhra. We have not succeeded. Auto hub, automobiles are made in Madras, are made near about Pune, little bit in Gurgaon. Because you need port for export, you also need a lot of ancillary industries. So we tried a lot, the Honorable Minister also tried a lot, but we have not so far succeeded to establishing an automobile hub in Andhra Pradesh. So therefore, to develop manufacturing is going to be a lot more time consuming, a lot more difficult. The more easier one should be services. If you can attract a lot of foreign companies, whether Google or this or that, to expand your operations, then not only Hyderabad, maybe Warangal, maybe Karimnagar, maybe Vikarabad, I think you can do a lot more on services which can be developed reasonably fast and without taking much time and with access only to the foreign company and Indian operation here and SEC or whatever, and then it can go. So I think we should probably encourage that to a maximum. These are only general comments. I can't make any specific comments because I have not studied the subject in great detail. I just had a chat about one of my friends, Mr. Ramesh Jelly, so he couldn't come here. He said he had a few suggestions he wanted me to read. He said, set up a Telangana Development Bank with initial capital of 5,000 crores. Set up a venture capital fund for industries coming in Telangana outside Hyderabad. Tie up with Entrepreneurial Training Institute for generating more first generation entrepreneurs. I think a lot more requires to be done, and with the specific reference to the special status, I think the special status for Andhra will definitely have an effect on Telangana that industrial development will take a back seat. So therefore, I request that as far as that is concerned, both our leaders sitting here to take up very seriously to redress this and get the same benefit for a region which is more backward compared to Andhra. Thank you.
ధన్యవాదాలు రూపేంద్రరావు గారు. ఇప్పుడు తెలంగాణ